Imagine being so good that the entire football world splits into two sides. For almost 2 decades, football fans have argued over one question: who is the greatest? One was a magician born with impossible talent, the other was a machine built through relentless hard work. One conquered the world with elegance, the other dominated it with determination. This is not just a rivalry. This is the story of Lionel Messi versus Cristiano Ronaldo, the rivalry that changed football forever. The story begins thousands of kilometers away. In Argentina, a small boy named Lionel Messi dreamed of becoming a footballer, but at age 11, doctors discovered he had a growth hormone deficiency. His future looked uncertain. Meanwhile, on the Portuguese island of Madeira, Cristiano Ronaldo was growing up in a humble family. His family struggled financially. At just 12 years old, he left home to chase his dream in Lisbon. Both boys faced obstacles. Both had reasons to quit. Neither did, and football would never be the same. Messi joined Barcelona's famous academy and quickly became a phenomenon. His dribbling seemed impossible. Defenders couldn't stop him. Fans couldn't believe what they were seeing. At the same time, Ronaldo exploded onto the scene of Sporting Lisbon before moving to Manchester United. Fast, powerful, explosive. Every year he improved. Every year he became stronger. Soon, both players were becoming global superstars, but the world still didn't know what was coming next. In 2009, everything changed. Cristiano Ronaldo signed for Real Madrid for a world record fee. Suddenly, football had the perfect storyline. Messi wore Barcelona colors, Ronaldo wore Real Madrid colors. The two biggest clubs, the two biggest stars, the biggest rivalry in sports. Every El Clasico became a global event. Millions stopped everything just to watch them, and every match felt like a battle for football's throne. This was football at its absolute peak. Year after year, Messi and Ronaldo pushed each other to impossible levels. Messi would score 50 goals, Ronaldo would score 60. Ronaldo would break a record, Messi would break another. Fans stopped asking if they were great. Now they were asking who was greater. The Ballon d'Or became their personal competition. For over a decade, they dominated world football. No rivalry in football history had ever reached this level, and perhaps none ever will. What made this rivalry so fascinating? They were complete opposites. Messi looked effortless, like football was flowing naturally through him. Every touch seemed magical, every dribble felt artistic. Ronaldo was different. He was power, athleticism, dedication, a player who transformed himself into the ultimate goal scoring machine. Messi made football look easy. Ronaldo made football look conquerable. Neither style was better. They were simply different paths to greatness. Then came the statistics: hundreds of goals, hundreds of assists, league titles, Champions League trophies, individual awards. Records that once seemed untouchable were shattered. Together, they redefined what was possible. The standards of greatness changed because of them. Future generations would now be compared against numbers that seemed almost impossible to reach. For years, one argument remained: Messi had won almost everything, Ronaldo had won almost everything, but football's biggest prize remained central to the debate: the World Cup. In 2022, Messi finally achieved it. Argentina became world champions. One of the football's greatest stories reached its perfect ending. For many fans, the debate was over. For others, Ronaldo's achievements across multiple leagues and international success with Portugal still made him the greatest. The argument continued, just as it always had. Despite what fans often believed, Messi and Ronaldo never truly hated each other. They competed fiercely, they pushed each other relentlessly, but both understood something nobody else could. Only one person knew what it felt like to carry football's expectations at that level, and that person stood on the opposite side of the rivalry. Together, they elevated each other. Without Ronaldo, Messi's story would be different. Without Messi, Ronaldo's story would be different. Their greatness became connected forever. So, who is the greatest, Messi or Ronaldo? Maybe football fans will never agree, and maybe that's the beauty of this rivalry. Because for nearly 20 years, the world witnessed something extraordinary. Not one legend, but two. Two players who dominated an entire generation. Two players who inspired millions. Two players who changed football forever. And whether you choose Messi or Ronaldo, one thing is certain: we may never see a rivalry like this again. The GOAT debate continues.